Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here. I do wire art and jewelry making videos every week on my channel. So this week's video was a special request from Clarice in the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club to do these cute little kitty ornaments. So what you're going to need for this project is the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit that comes with all these little pegs that go inside. You're going to need a few beads, a couple of head pins, your tools, and I'm using 20 gauge wire. So I drew out a little sketch from the sample that I had made, and what we're going to do is start at the top here, and we're going to just put a couple of pegs on either side. I'm going to put one here, okay, and then these two ones here we're actually going to use some nails, so we're just going to go put one there and then just count over 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to start with those, and we're going to put the little plugs on the back. Now you need these plugs to hold the pegs in place. So we're going to stick those on there. So we have this medium-sized peg here. So from here, this one's going to be a nail, and then we're going to go down like a diagonal one and then down one, and that's going to be there. So that's kind of centered in there, and we're going to fix that with a plug. So from there, we're going to use sort of the second smallest size peg and stick it in the middle there, and we're going to put a little plug, okay. And then down here, we're going to get two more of the second to the smallest size. And we're going to count down 1, 2, actually 1, 2, and over 1, 1, 2, and over 1. So we're going to put that one there. And then another one beside that one. Okay. And these two here are actually for the heart, so the heart is optional. You don't have to do that if you don't want for that design. And then we're going to put one, like there's going to be one here. This one I might have to remove it, so I'm just going to stick like a holder peg in there. And then from here, we're going to count down 1, 2, and that's going to be this larger size here to do the round of the tail. Okay, this one came out, so we'll just stick that one back in there. So now we're going to place a couple of nails to, because we want like a thinner type of peg in there, and we want it to be removable to do this part of the cat. So we're just going to place those in. And if you did want to print out of the templates, I do sell them on Etsy, the templates with little arrows to where everything goes. Otherwise, you can just simply do a screenshot of the setup right now. So now we're going to put this one here and just kind of push it so it gets a little bit round there. And then if we hold this, we're going to bend it up and then around up to that one, and then same thing here, we're going to push it up like that, so we have the two wires going up. And then what you want to do is keep those nails in there and hold that upper nail in, and then push this one down, hop over that peg, and then just bend it out. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one too, you want to hold the nail out a little bit so it is pushed up that way a bit. And we're going to bend this wire around and then out to the side. So we have the ears that are formed. And then what we want to do is bring this one on this side around. Okay, so we've done like a half circle, and then bend it back out like that. And then this one, hold it down a bit, and then this one, same thing. If it pops up a bit, just push it down. And then this one around, same idea. Okay, and back. Okay, so we have sort of this basic shape for the head. So what you're going to do now to form the body is you're actually going to get a lid from a glue stick or a pill bottle, and we're going to place it over all these pegs, okay? And we're going to hold it, center it there, and bring this one down to one side, and then just do a full turn around this peg, and that's going to form the tail. So that's done. That's going to form the tail. And then this side, we're going to bring it around, and depending on what design you're going to do, okay, we'll move it here. So if you're doing the heart, we're going to go around these pegs here. If you're just finishing it off like this, you just are going to twist it around. And then if you finish it like this, you're just going to do a little spiral and twist it around there. But let's try to form the heart. So we're going to bring this up, keep it centered, and then this one we're going to bring down, okay? And then we want to get the nail, so we could take the nail from out there and then just place it and bring it up a bit, and then just go around like that. So that kind of forms the heart. You can adjust it after, and then we're going to pull it all off the jig. Your nails are going to come out, that's okay. So we're going to remove that, and here we have, this is what we have that came off the jig. So what you're going to do is, if you want to put a little bead on the end, we're just going to like bring it in a little bit. You can adjust it. You can get a round form if it's easier to help like move the spiral in a little bit in case it gets a little kinked. And then what you want to do is just bend that one straight a little bit. And if you want to put a little bead there, you can. So we'll just get like a little bead. This is a 6mm one. We'll just stick it on the end and then center it where you want the bead to go, and then just give it a little clip, say about 1/4 inch, and then we're going to get our round pliers and just bend it in, so just to hold it in place at the bottom. Okay, so there's like that, a little spiral, and then you want to attach this one to here, and let's go ahead and adjust our heart a little bit because you'll see one side's a little wider than the other, so just get your large round pliers and just make it a little bit bigger like that if you have to. That's just the way when you wrap it, sometimes it's hard to get it super tight on the pegs. So there's your heart, okay, and then we're just overlap it on here, and then we could bend it in place. So we're just going to take that and bend it, put it around a few times. Okay, so we'll just go around there a few times. Okay, so that's nice and tight. You could pinch it if you need to. So there's sort of the body and the tail. So this is just going to hang down here. If you have to bend it around a little bit more to adjust it a little bit more, you can. Okay, you could just adjust it how you like. And then this one, you want to actually spread it open a little bit, so there's a little bit of a neck. Okay, you can just open that up to spread it open. You can just kind of bend it depending on, you know, how chubby you want the cat to be. You could even use a bigger circle for the body if you want it a little bigger. Okay, so now here's sort of like the basic shape, and then to do a collar, you could do it very easily. We can just take another piece of the 20 gauge wire, and if you want, you could just do a little loop, okay, and then center it on the neck of the cat. Spread it open as wide as you want. So we're just going to center it on the neck of the cat, and then just give that a little wrap around, okay, like that. And then this one too on the other side, you're just going to give it a little wrap around. And then after, we're going to add a bead with the head pin. So we're just going to clip it like that and clip it like that. So here we have like the basic, really super cute collar. And then from there, You could leave it like that if you don't want too much going on here, or you can put a bead on a head pin, cut it to about 1/2 inch, and then get your round pliers, twist it around, and then just stick it in that little loop that we formed there. So it just depends on how fancy you want it, if you want to add the bead and the heart. This part of the design is very flexible because you can just use your own imagination with it. And then you just want to close up the head pin, and there we have our super cute little kitty with the heart. So if you want to do the cat with the little woven necklace, I've already done the same thing I did to begin with on the jig. And then we're just going to like adjust it how you want. Okay. And then the tail, we can go ahead and just bring this around again. Okay. However much you want. We'll just stick a 6mm bead on the tail. This is the miracle bead. As you guys know, this is one of my favorite beads. So we're just going to hold it where you want on the tail. If you want to spiral it a little bit more, you can. It's totally up to you. And then you're just going to go ahead and bring that around, and then you can just clip that one off. So that's cute. It's a little more spiraled than the first one that I did. So there's the tail for that one. And then this, we're going to keep the body simple. So all you want to do is just hold that together and then just bring it in and wind it through a few times. So this one's going to be more simple than doing the heart. So we're just going to clip that off there. So we have the basic kind of shape for the cat, and then cut a piece of the 20 gauge wire, and then you just want to make like a little loop kind of like that. Okay, and this part of the loop is going to get bent around like the side of the neck, but you want to form like a little crisscross thing there. So for that, we'll just go ahead and get a thinner wire. This is a 24 gauge wire. So we'll just cut a little piece of the 24 gauge wire. You don't need a super long piece. So we want to leave a little bit that we're going to turn around the neck of the cat. And then basically you just kind of go under, like twist it around a couple of times. Okay, and then we're going to go under, twist it around a couple of times. You can do this in a contrasting color if you want. You can do it in the same color. I'm just doing all silver, but if you wanted to do silver and gold, that would be super cute. And I think the 24 gauge wire is best for this. Otherwise, it's really hard to get that nice woven effect. We're going to take the collar that we wove, and what you want to do is actually pull this out a little bit so we have a little bit of give to make a loop here with the round pliers. So we're just going to bend it. You see, just bend it around like that. Okay, and then that's going to go around the neck of the cat. So if you have to push those woven parts over a little bit, you can, and we're just going to stick it in here. Okay, and then get our flat pliers and bend it around. This is a really fancy collar. You definitely don't have to do it this fancy. And then you're going to push these woven parts back over so they're just nice, like nice and right, pushed right to the side. Okay, you can push them as much over as you can. And then we're going to take these ends and just bend them, flip the cat over, and then just bend it around here. So it's more or less the same on both sides. And we're just going to trim it. Okay, and this one too, we're just going to bend it over and trim it. Okay, and then we're just going to bend that one in and that one in. And then we have that super cute little cat with the woven little necklace. If you do want to put the little bead hanging down, we're going to get a head pin and stick it on there. I have this nice little heart bead and cut it to about 1/2 inch, and then take the wire of the head pin and just do a little loop on there. And then we want to hang it in between some of the weaving. So if you don't have enough space between the weaving, just go ahead and take your pliers and make one of those spaces a little bit bigger. Okay, and then we're going to take that and just carefully get it in there to dangle, and take your flat pliers to close it up. And there you have a super cute little cat with the dangling collar. So as a finishing touch, if you find that some of the ears aren't spread enough, you could just go in with your flat pliers and push them open a bit, gently like flatten it a little bit. And there you see there's 3 styles. There's one with the heart, wire heart, one with the dangling heart, and one that I did earlier with just a little basic spiral there. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share pictures of your wire art creations, be sure to join the Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, where we share photos and inspiration amongst the members. And if you don't have Facebook, no problem. You could send me photos to info@heatherboydwire.com, and I can post them in the community section of the YouTube channel. And if you'd like to check out our wire art and jewelry on Etsy, I'll link up my Etsy shop below. We specialize in custom wire jewelry and wedding cake toppers. Also, if you want to learn some more specialized wire art techniques, I have a course available, an online course. I'll link it up below. And I have some cool projects, including how to flatten wire for bookmarks, how to make spiral beads for necklaces, and how to make funky trees. I have a different way of making trees with weaving the wires together. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.